Howdy do there.
Hey everyone.
We are filming one day late because we realized when we were filming, we are gonna film yesterday, but we actually got our carpet and our sofa professionally steam cleaned.
Yep.
So we were not allowed to sit on it last night. So we're like,
Yep.
well, I guess we'll have to wait one more day to film this video. But that's just fine. It is Saturday night. It's been a good day, full day, really good day. And we got some books to talk about today. As always, I am gonna ask a question today. I don't always ask a question. But this question's more geared towards you guys because it relates to what we're talking about with tonight's topic. So the question is, please comment below, what is a book that you were really excited about reading that ended up being very disappointing? So if you don't mind sharing a book that maybe you're hyped about or you heard a lot of good things about, or you bought it with high expectations and you ended up being a little disappointed with the book. I mean, we're going to talk about some of those books that we have both read that we're not going to say we don't like. We don't really hate books often, except for one of them we're talking about. But these are books we maybe didn't love. So a nice way to say we didn't like it is we didn't love it. Doesn't mean it's not for you, but we didn't love these books. So
Love them that much.
yeah. Do you have one that comes to mind right away for you? I mean, The Night Circus.
Which I didn't buy. I got from a little free library. So I suppose that's better than that I spent money on it and then didn't like it. But that one was really disappointing because I felt like I heard so much buzz surrounding it and that it was some people's like favorite book of all time. So I felt like it was like pretty high up there. And then when I read it, I was like, did I miss something? Or did I miss the magic? Because I felt like something was wrong with me after I read it, but I just didn't really get it. And I was glad to find other people in my corner that I wasn't like the only person on the planet to have not completely fallen in love with it. But yeah, that would be one that I had like high expectations for and really honestly thought that I would enjoy it. Yeah. And I just didn't.
Yeah, the most recent one for me was Orbital. I know I shared a lot about Orbital, and we always laugh about it every time we see it, but I was just disappointed in it.
Yeah.
And I love the book. I probably will keep it. It is one I'll probably hold on to. It's just I really like the book, but I was disappointed in it. But please comment below with what your pick is, and we'll love to hear them and see if anybody can relate or disagree.
Yeah.
You know, because they're both good. Either like, yeah, I agree with you, or like, I love that one, or I'm gonna read it and prove you wrong.
Yeah.
That's my favorite one. So tonight's topic is, if you can't really guess, these are 4 books that we both read but didn't love. And the first book we're going to talk about tonight is actually one we disliked so much we got rid of it. Which, if you know us, that's very rare.
Doesn't happen very often, and we bought it brand new. So that one was. This is a bummer.
Yeah, we bought it brand new. Katie actually did not finish it all the way.
I didn't read the whole thing. I can't remember how far I got into it.
And then I finished it up. I took one for the team, and
we read it for virtual book club. Is what it was. But I just couldn't do it. And I think there might have been 1 or 2 other people who also didn't quite make it to the end, but everybody who did had a very similar feeling.
Yes.
So
we actually ended up giving it to a little free library, which is great. Hopefully someone else read it. I would try to get an image of it on the screen, but it is called Small Game by Blair Braverman. So she was a Wisconsin author.
Yeah, so we were
really excited. The premise of this book was phenomenal. And it started off, I'd say the first half of the book was really good.
Yeah, I felt like I was into it right away.
Oh, for sure.
For a little while there. But
I think the writing was good. The idea was great, but the execution was really just didn't work.
Yeah.
It was a miss.
And based on the description, we were all kind of expecting something else. Like more of like almost like Real Survivor. You know, like if you've ever watched the show Survivor, we felt like it was like it was going to be like somebody's picking them off like one by one. I felt like it'd be more like horror maybe or thriller. I'm not really sure, but like I felt like maybe the description was somewhat misleading.
Yeah. And
so then it kind of ruins your reading experience if you're going into it expecting something entirely different.
Yeah. So the idea is they have a game show. It's like a survival game show. And partly through the filming of the show, they realize they're actually not filming it at all. And the crew is missing, everyone's gone, and something sketchy is really going on. So there's so much potential to make this book really good.
Yeah.
But nothing ended up happening.
Yeah.
You know, none of the things. And in our book club, we were discussing this is what it should happen, or like this would have been a better
She could've
idea.
done something with this more or whatever.
So it had such great potential. It ended up just falling flat, which is so funny. When we were at our used book sale recently, we actually saw a really nice hardcover copy of it. And Katie and I kind of joked like, should we get it? And we weren't going to.
No.
But it was a really beautiful hardcover, and it was at the premium table, which we laughed about too. But yeah, if you want to give it a try, if
it might be your jam.
Yeah,
but I would say it's a little bit more like it kind of starts out intriguing, but then I feel like as it goes on, it gets slower. Like it gets slower paced. It feels like they're just kind of like hanging around. Like, I mean, I don't want to say there's like too much character development, because I love when there's a lot of character development in a book, but I just felt like it would be more fast paced. There'd be like the plot would keep moving forward more, and it just wasn't. So, I don't know, and I failed to connect with like pretty much any of the characters. So I got to a point where I was like, I don't even care what happens to these people, like, if I'm being perfectly honest. So, but yeah, that might not be your experience. That's the thing. Some people can pick up a book and have an entirely different experience than someone else.
Yeah, so that book is called Small Game by Blair Braverman. So if you want to give it a whirl, prove us wrong, please do, because it really missed the boat for us. Yeah. Yep. All right, the second book is one of my early reads. Yeah. This is probably one of the first rom-coms I read, and I'm really excited about it. And this one actually does have a sequel
that I started reading on my Kindle a while back. I think it was like a digital arc, and I couldn't get into it.
So this is called Fake It Till You Bake It. You gotta love it.
It's got a clever title.
Gotta love
the
title. Love mixes perfectly with sugar and flour. So this is about a professional football player who also owns a bakery, and he ends up hiring this. So the owner of the football team, this is his granddaughter. She ends up hiring her to like work at the bakery, you know, and she's working there trying to prove her grandma wrong, that she can't deserve her inheritance.
So it's like the setup of it.
Yeah, so it's almost like it starts off kind of as enemies to lovers, and then it becomes like co-workers to lovers. Very slow burn.
Yeah, slow burn, which I struggle with big time.
But it wasn't a bad book.
No.
It just was very slow.
It's just like, okay. Yeah.
Very slow.
I think I gave it a slightly higher rating than you did.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It's like I wouldn't necessarily not recommend it. I think if you're a rom-com fan and you're a foodie, I mean, it definitely like made me hungry for sweets, you know, when I was reading it.
His bakery was named Sugar Blitz. So there's a lot of like football.
Yeah.
I like the football element. There's like a lot of football meets bakery, like play on words. And you know, there was like, it was not overly spicy. There's one spicy scene in the cooler. It was like a closed cooler romance scene. But yeah, this one was good. If you're into like this kind of a romance, you probably like it.
Yeah, it was just okay, I think, for both.
Yeah, because I like food. I like food books. I'm like, let's combine food with a rom-com. But it just wasn't a memorable book.
That's what I was going to say, is maybe just kind of forgettable.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, clearly we both remembered elements about it.
Yeah.
For sure. But
so if you did like it, there was a second one.
And I'm blanking on the sequel, the title of that one. Because I think that one then is about his best friend, maybe? Or I can't remember. It's like there, but no, the character is in this one.
Correct.
So it's it's like, and then there's some like
it's like a follow up to this book.
Crossover there, kind of.
So give this one a try. I mean, I think I probably still gave it 3 stars.
Yeah.
3 stars is not a good rating for me. Yeah.
Even though I would say a 3-star for me is that I still liked it.
Yeah, but to be fair, like this was I think this was the first rom-com I read.
Probably.
So I was very early on and still very generous. I mean, I still am. But yeah, give that one a whirl. I thought it was a fun book. It was fun. All right, up next is one we read last December for our virtual book club from an author I really like.
And I read it for my in-person book club.
Yeah.
So I actually read it for both.
From an author I really like. It is called Once Upon a December by Amy E. Riker. So
It's got a really cute cover, though.
we've talked about her. She's also from Wisconsin. She loves food and magical realism in her books. And this book's people did compare it to like a Christmas Brigadoon. If you've heard if you've seen the musical Brigadoon.
Which I never have, so I wasn't really getting that
Yeah.
connection,
But the concept was really, really good. I like there's this magical Christmas market that that shows up like once a year around Christmas, and so one of the characters works at the Christmas market, and the other one is like an outsider, so they can only see each other like once a year. Well, during the Christmas market, so that's what was so annoying about the book.
yeah.
That was the part. It's like you want them to be together, but you gotta wait another
It's
whole
like
Christmas.
They barely spend any time together once when everything is said and done. So it just, I don't know, it just felt like, again, one of those books where she could have done more with it or done something. I feel like there were so many things that I personally would have done differently.
Yeah.
But I'm not an accomplished author yet by any means, but I just felt like after talking with both book clubs, we were like, she could have maybe done this instead. I felt like with the with like the friend group in it too, they were like encouraging her to make like certain decisions one way or the other too. I don't want to give anything away if this is a book that maybe you'd want to read leading up to Christmas time, but yeah, it was just like okay for me. If I were going to tell you like to prioritize like Christmas reads, this is one I would say maybe don't. Like if it's on your TBR, maybe look at some other ones
Emily
first.
Henry liked it. She was absolutely smitten.
And I love Emily Henry. But,
yeah, so this is a very, very magical book.
It did give you the magical vibes, that's for sure.
Kind of frustrating. But if you want a very just Christmas-themed book, this book's all about Christmas.
Yeah.
It takes place...
It's pretty like light and fluffy
in the Christmas market. They talk a lot about Kringle, the guy, like the main... What's FMC? No,
that'd be the female.
Yeah.
You know what, I know what you're saying.
The male lead character, he owns a Kringle. He owns a Kringle,
foodie stuff,
like a bakery. So you know what Kringle is. And yeah, just really, it was good. It was good. Very
whimsical.
Very magical, fun, just frustrating. Like you want them to be together.
Some of the plot.
And I honestly can't even remember what happens at the end.
Well, we're not going to spoil it for anyone.
Yeah, but the concept was really fun. With like this Christmas market is they find it like it appears and then one day it's gone.
So yes, if you like romance with a little bit of a magical aspect.
If you like food and magic, check out this author. Just give her a whirl. Maybe not this one, but one of her other books. But if you need a fun Christmas, lighthearted book,
then you might just like it though.
Give it a whirl. All right, so the last book, this may be like the most controversial one.
Perhaps, but I think I was seeing some similar reviews.
It is a book of the month pick
on this one, and I love Laura Dave. Why do I always forget the name of The Last Thing He Told Me?
Yeah.
Yep. I always forget it, but I really, really liked that book. I've not read anything else by her besides that one and then now this one, but this is The Night We Lost Him. She is coming out with a sequel, by the way, or it's coming out very soon, I believe, for the Last Thing He Told Me. So if you liked that one, then at least you've got that to look forward to, and I'm very excited for that one. However, this one definitely fell more flat for me, so I was a little disappointed. But we did actually have her come on for
our book club.
Virtual book club, which was awesome. And so yeah, I feel like people didn't dislike it, but didn't love it, which is what we're talking about
Correct.
on this episode. So it's not like I didn't like it. I just felt like it was different than the last thing he told me, which is good. You don't want to have
Yes.
like an identical book anyway. But it was different in a way that I didn't particularly enjoy. I felt like it was more slow moving. I think I did part of this one on audio, which did help me get into it more. So I felt like the audio was helpful to me instead of just reading the whole thing with my eyeballs. But I know you didn't. I don't think you did the audio at all.
So so when you guys had your book club meeting, I wasn't done yet.
Oh, that's right.
So I
Yep.
didn't come
You didn't
on.
join
So I
in.
missed when Laura
You missed
Dave
her
like
coming
surprised
on.
us by coming on the book club. But I did finish it afterwards because I was into it enough and I was very curious for how it ended.
Yeah.
And this book was slow, which for me is not generally a problem, but it was slow in not a compelling way, like not a intriguing way.
Yeah.
Because it was a mystery, very much a mystery.
Yeah, less thriller and more mystery.
And the ending it wasn't as good as I would have hoped, just based on how much buildup there was to figuring out what happened.
Right.
And like who,
It wasn't this like big like jaw hit the floor shocking ending, I guess.
Correct.
Yeah. I would say.
Yeah, you kind of sets it up like it's going to be this grand ending, the mystery, like finally figure out who did it, and it just wasn't really that gripping.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like, if you've not read her yet, I would 100% recommend The Last Thing He Told Me. I've heard good things about some of her other like backlist books that I would go back and read. There's one particularly called The Divorce Party that sounds really good. And somebody in our virtual book club recommended that one and said she really liked it. But it was wonderful getting to talk to her though. And like, just because we both didn't like absolutely love this book doesn't mean like she's not a wonderful author. And she's been so great to connect with. And so I'm very excited for the follow-up to The Last Thing He Told Me. And it's also a great TV series on Apple TV too.
Yeah, that was one of the. Someone did say that in our comments of our last video.
Yeah, but she's wonderful. This was just a miss for me personally, but I again have her next book to look forward to and can even go back. She's written some other books as well before The Last Thing He Told Me. So
yeah,
but yeah, I wouldn't say don't check this one out. Maybe like a slower mystery is your
good.
jam.
Yeah.
Yeah, I normally prefer a little bit more faster paced and
Yeah.
Thriller over mystery in general.
But yeah, it wasn't bad. Give it a whirl.
Yeah.
We just didn't love it.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. We can't love all the books.
No.
Even how generous I am. Yeah, so we have pretty much talked about all the books now that we have both read.
I think maybe.
So we've agreed we need to read more of the same books.
I told him the one that I just finished earlier today he needs to read.
Yeah, I don't know
really
if we're going to do that, but because I'm not part of the book club anymore either, and that was one of the ways we read a lot of the same books for the book club.
You still can join in when you feel compelled.
I know.
Whatever book we might be reading. I think you want to get in on our in-person book club.
I'm more selective.
Maybe that would be the next one.
I'm more selective. I'm very close to finishing up Pet Sematary, so I'll probably be able to share my thoughts come our next video. And we also received all of our books from the Aardvark Book Club.
Yes. So we're
excited.
Gonna be showing those on Monday
Excited
night.
to show those. We'll film that video Monday night as always. And so we got some good stuff to look forward to. Everyone who thank you who watched our book tour. Hopefully that was what you were expecting. It was kind of fun. It was fun to film. We actually had a nice day. And we filmed
no
it.
kids in the house. We had all of our kids at school. So
Yeah, the house was tidy. The sun was shining. So that was fun showing some of those. So if you haven't watched that video, go back and watch that one for us. It's only about 13 minutes.
Yeah.
Nice little tour. We pretty much show where all of our books are and also where all of our chairs.
Yes,
You get to see
fun
all of our
seating.
reading chairs in the video. So if you haven't watched that one, go back. That was just a couple days ago. It's just our full reading tour.
Yeah.
So you can see the whole tour. Go back and watch that. Comment with what you like the most. People just like our chairs. And they like all my plants.
Yes, lots of
I
plants,
know.
lots of
I
sunlight
was very happy
in our house
to
too.
see all the plant people. But other than that, that was it. A little shorter episode.
Yeah.
because that's probably a good thing. We didn't have that many books to show
that we didn't love.
that we didn't love. Because Katie and I are fairly generous.
Yeah.
I mean, I even think you're pretty generous.
Not as generous as you are.
I know, but you don't hate books often. Or
No,
not like,
I'm not
you're
as
not gonna
critical as some people.
You're not gonna bash a
No,
book.
I'm not gonna rip it apart. No.
Even if you don't like it.
No.
Even like the Night Circus, you're like, I mean, you're almost like disappointed you didn't like it.
I am disappointed. I
know.
didn't like it because people put their heart and soul into writing a book. So
Yeah, there's some really mean reviewers.
Yeah,
Like
I just
really mean.
I would just never dream of writing up a really
know.
mean, nasty review.
So the best thing to say is just
It wasn't for me.
I didn't
Yeah.
love the book, but it might be for you
Mm-hmm.
because
Yep.
you can't love every book.
I wish, but
I
it doesn't
know.
happen.
I'm trying. I'm trying to select books I'm only gonna love,
Good luck.
and I'm doing I'm doing decent. But that's great. Thank you. Please leave your comment with a book that you didn't particularly love, and maybe one you're hoping to love,
Yeah.
because those are the worst.
Yes.
So, thank you for watching. We'll catch you in a couple days for our
Yes.
next
We'll
video.
talk to you next time.